Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. Today we are going to discuss on the types of buying decision behavior. As we all know, there are four types of buying decision behavior. However, we are going to focus more on the habitual buying behavior and how this behavior going through the buyer decision process. What is habitual buying behavior? Well, habitual buying behavior refers to a situation where a consumer has a low involvement in a purchase and it also have a very few significant between brands in a given product category. So many products fits into this category, but most of them are everyday uses such as toilet paper, salt, toothpaste, black pepper and many more.
Buying behaviors occur under condition of low consumer involvement and little significant brand differences, which mean these type of behavior they have a lack of the degree of buyer involvement and the degree of differences among brands. So they do not care about this degree too much. So for example, when someone want to buy maybe want to buy a salt, so the consumer have little involvement in this product category. They just simply go to the store and reach for a brand, and they keeping for the same brand because the brand usually bought by their family, so it's inherited in her too. So he just go to for in market and buy the same brand. Consumer appeal to have low involvement with most low cost frequently purchased products, so they do not thinking too much about our comparing with other products. They just buy because it is for them it's just low cost and frequently purchased products, so they just buy it. And consumer behavior does not pass through the usual belief attitude behavior consequence. Consumers do not search extensively for information about the brands, evaluate brand characteristics, and make witty decisions about which brands to buy because they are not highly involved with the product. And they're not they involved very much in decision making. Even at the purchase, they do not think, they do not evaluate the brands that they have been used. Maybe the salt is frequently purchased product, so they do not charge the taste or what else. They just buy it. In habitual buying behavior, as buyers are not highly committed to any brands, marketers of low involvement product with few brand differences often use price and sales promotion to promote buying, because buyers not making too much decision making in to buying a particular product. So marketers or seller have to put some effort to attract people to buy the product, so they can add product feature or enhancement in their product to differentiate their brands from the rest of the other product. So by doing this, their involvement in degree of differences among brands increases. For example, they have to emphasize their product uh, according to the differences of many differences of preferences and needs of the consumer or buyer.
Next is buying process. Consumers' interest to buy a product depends on the willingness to buy and at the same time the ability to pay for the product. A consumer's beliefs are descriptive thoughts that they have about something. Passive learning and buying behavior occurs when consumers learn about brands with little involvement and purchase with little evaluations of alternative brands. Consumers are more likely to form attitude after rather than before a purchase. The research indicated that passive learning occurs through repeated exposure to a TV commercial and produce changes in consumer behavior prior to changes in the consumer's attitude towards the product. This buyer belief refers to something that we used to see it every day and that can be influence us to buy it.
Next, I will explain through an example of what has Amira explained to us before. First, as we can see a picture of an advertisement of a toothpaste brand, Colgate. We can see this brand everywhere and it is really familiar to us. Even some of us would call every toothpaste a Colgate even though what will they buy is not really a Colgate brand. This is because the consumer has been affected by the buying process which is equal to passive learning and buying behavior. Just because they seem familiar with the brands, they choose to buy the brands only. But just in case if that brand is not available, the consumer could just buy any kind of the brand because they still need to buy their needs. Same goes with the Faiza brands. Their advertisement can easily be seen at the television. So it has become a familiar with the family. So if the Faiza brand is out of stock, the mother would buy any kind of the brand since it's a need for the family. She cannot wait till it is available to buy. It is because it will make the whole family hungry.
Next, I want to talk about the buyer decision process, which is the first stage is need recognition. Need recognition, which the consumer recognize a problem on it. For habitual, when the consumer will be triggered by internal or external. Example, your toothpaste is finished, you need to buy the new one. Next, information search. Information search, which is the stage of the buyer decision process in which the consumer is motivated to search for the more information. For example, for the habitual consumer already know what the product they're going to buy. Next, the alternative evaluation. This alternative evaluation, which is the stage of the buyer decision process in which the consumer use the information to evaluate alternative brand in the choice set. Example, the consumer is not compulsory to evaluate the alternative option because the type of the product is the same.
I want to talk about is the purchase decision. The purchase decision is the buyer decision about which brand to purchase. It's divided by two factors. The first factor is the attitude of others. This is when someone close to you trying to advise you to buy something cheaper, but then you are not majorly influenced by their advice, and you tend to buy something regular to you. Next factor is the unexpected situational factors, such as when the economy start to go up and all the groceries the price start to go higher. It's not majorly affect you because the thing you want to buy is your daily needs, so it's not really affect you bigly or majorly. Then the last buying process is the post-purchase behavior. Post-purchase behavior is the stage of the buyer decision process in which consumer take further action after purchase based on their satisfaction or dissatisfaction. For habitual, the consumer not really involved in complaining about the product after they bought it because they don't complain because they know what the product they buy that they usually buy in the market or where they are usually buy their daily needs. Okay, that's all for the post purchase and in the buyer decision process. That's all from us about the habitual buying behavior. Thank you.